don't panic, okay? Don't freak out. I had an idea. I just want to try something out. I thought you might be a bit skeptical about it. That's why I didn't tell you first. But trust me, alright? I think you're gonna like this. I really do. You won't even feel a thing, I promise. You're gonna be fast asleep the whole time. You're gonna wake up feeling brand new. Look, Harrison, I totally get why you're mad with me. I understand, like, I should have talked with you about this first. I shouldn't have just gone ahead and presumed that this would be something you wanted. Huge oversight on my part. Massive. Like, take full responsibility. 100% guilty. I'm very, very sorry. Look, try and see it from my perspective for just a second. I thought I was doing something nice for you, you know? Having hands, it's a useful thing. Like, you can hold stuff now. You can join in with more things. You can do things that you couldn't do. But I was trying to do something nice, all right? I'm sorry. And come on, we've been friends for years. Let's just put the whole thing behind us. Get on with today's video. Well, that's just rude. You're seriously just gonna sit there and sulk the entire video? I just have to stare at your miserable face for the next 2 hours. Can't you try? Just try and see the silver lining in this? Huh? Just a little, just a small, no? Fine, I will continue the video by myself as usual. We finally made it to Build Challenge episode 2. If you weren't here for episode 1, you might want to go and watch that. It was good fun, but basically you guys suggest random objects and I try to incorporate those objects into something hamster/pet related. So here I have a great big jar of suggestions that you guys gave me over on Instagram. Thank you very much for participating in that. Appreciate it greatly. So let's find out what we are making this time. Shake it up a bit more. Harrison, will you please, just this one little bit, do the honors. Make use of your hands. You know what? Thank you for joining in. So our random object for this episode comes from Ho Ho Hammies, who has suggested jellyfish. Thank you very much. Now I've got to figure out what I'm gonna do. I have a plan. You hear the word jellyfish, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Obviously, it's a hammock, a nice, plushy, comfortable hammock, but I felt it was a little too obvious, and also I figured it would probably look a little bit too much like Disappointment, who, for goodness sake, was not a blobfish. The number of people, the number of comments I still get, I don't even have Disappointment anymore because Zinc loved him so much that I actually buried Disappointment with Zinc when he passed away, but I still get comments trying to tell me that Disappointment was a blobfish. First of all, this is not what blobfish look like. That's a decompressed blobfish. This is what blobfish look like. Nothing like Disappointment. Second of all, Disappointment had legs. Blobfish don't have legs in any form. So there was no chance of me risking making a plush jellyfish and having people say it looked like Disappointment, who was an octopus. 8 legs. My alternative idea, still along the lines of a hammock, is to make a plastic jellyfish hammock, and to increase the enrichment value of this toy and make it even more fun, each of the tentacles is going to be some form of hanging and or puzzle toy. Bought myself a jellyfish skin, but the reason I've decided on a plastic container instead of a plushy one is because with all those toys hanging underneath it, it's obviously going to create a lot of weight, and with a plushy one that's just going to pull the base down, it's going to be useless. It's going to end up hanging very limply from the top of the cage, and all the toys are just going to kind of be smushed together. So this is going to give us a bit more structure and a bit more strength. Now let's try and turn this into a jellyfish. It's gonna be an abstract jellyfish. Essence of a like, you'll get the gist. It's gonna be a gist fish. As a sandbag. I'm not sure if I'm gonna need to like glue this down. So I want to check if this can take the weight of a Syrian. I've got a sandbag here that is about 330 something grams, which is way bigger than a Syrian. Most Syrians are between about 100 to 200 grams unless you get them from a breeder or they're a show hamster, in which case they might be between 200 to 300. So that's plenty big enough. Boingy, 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 boing. I mean, a Syrian's not going to be doing any jumping. Okay, I think it's fair to say that that's going to be able to take the weight of a Syrian. Let us create a great big hole. Oh wow, that is the sexiest circle I've ever seen. Incredible. Amazing. Wow. We'll do a little doorway instead of a circle. That would actually be so much easier for me to cut. And would look less like an anus. You know, unless you have a door-shaped anus. Which you might. I'm not here to judge. Oops. Excuse me, sir, you're supposed to cling on to that. Supposed to give it that Star Trek treatment. What is the problem? You know what the problem is? That drill bit's not from this drill. Where is my chunky bit? Thick boy, where are you? You in there? No. So where? Plan B. Gonna give ourselves some good old-fashioned plastic poisoning. I'm being safe, okay? All around me are familiar faces. PSA. Don't try this at home. Wow, why was that smoky? That's the only other thing I like about this series is that because technically this is not a tutorial and it's just a watch me do dumb shit. Technically I can't get in trouble. Why are you doing that? Oh, the fan is on above me. Mad world. I have a circular saw on my Dremel. I could be doing that instead of trying to kill myself. Ah, but where's the fun? Feel free to start taking bets on how I die. Woohoo! I did it! The old-fashioned ways are always the best ways. And also the reason why so many people died so young. Going nowhere. Going nowhere. Shut up for 5 minutes. Now for a little smoothing treatment. A door. A safe door. A smooth, functional, non-spiky door. Yay. I'm trying to remember what the next thing I'm supposed to do is. So I suppose the next thing is going to be putting a little hole in the top. Gonna have to get my other drill. Hey, 2 holes. A little bit of wire. Poke it through the holes. Twisty, twisty at the top. If you're going to use wire to hang toys, make sure the sharp, pointy, pokey bit is at the top that hangs in the top of the cage and not the bit that the hamster can reach. And optional, but advisable, use a little bit of hot glue just to cover it up. No scratches for your hamster. So let's put the top aside for just a second and work on the base, because on the base I also want to put some little bits of wire to hang all the toys. Apparently this jellyfish is going to have 7 tentacles and no more. Like I said, it's an approximation of a jellyfish, okay? Give me a break here. I'm trying to make something interesting that fits with the theme. Enjoyable and enriching, and also trying to keep things budget friendly. Because I have about 50 cents in my account right now. I added an 8th loop in the middle because I just know if I leave this at 7, someone is going to call it a septopus and then I'm going to have to resort to violence. And I do realise that now it has 8 hoops. That potentially opens up the door for somebody to call it an octopus, but that will only happen if you are under the impression that octopus have a leg in the middle of their bodies, which they don't. So if you do that, you're still the stupid one. I've put all the little metal loops on here so we can hang toys from it. I had a couple ideas for what I was going to do to cover this over, but in the end I settled on using a cork round. Well, it's not a cork round. It's a round piece of cork, but it's not a cork round. Cork round is different. Benefits of using cork: it's completely safe for your hamsters, it's very easy to clean, it looks nice, it's pretty easy to get hold of. You can buy cork in sheets and shapes and all sorts of things online in craft stores all over the place, so it's easy to get hold of and very affordable. And I thought I'd gotten lucky. I thought that this would fit in here perfectly. I was like, that's an amazing stroke of luck, until I tried to put the top on and realised it's just slightly too big. I'm hoping if I just take a thin layer off the entire thing, it should fit pretty perfectly. Just a little bit more. Ha 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 ha, I am so smart. Ah. Woohoo! Whenever you see cartoon jellyfish, cartoon jellyfish, they always have those little frills. Oh, this is a weird angle. They always have those little like boompa-doompa-doompa-doompa frills around the edge. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make some boompa-doompa-doompa-doompa frills. So we have some fleece, scissors, snippy, snippy, snoopy, snoopy. Snoop, 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 snoop. Ooh. And I'm not feeling like putting a tremendous amount of effort into this. Just going to cut and hope for the best. Snip, snip, cheerio. Ready? Hey! Using my handy dandy glue gun, we're just going to glue it down. Little bit of glue. Ah! Too much glue! Too much glue! Stick it, stick it, stick it. I realise I should have been sticking this much closer to the... Ah! Hot glue! Much closer to the edge. Ah! The same hot glue! Burn me once. Shame on you. Burn me twice. Somebody take the tools away from me. I'm going to trim you down a little bit, darling. You're just a little bit too wide. And I don't want you to take that personally. It's a business thing. It's just part of the industry. Stick, stick. Ah! Don't burn me. Ow! Ow! Ow, 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 ow. Hot.
Hot glue is hot.
Are you believing yet that it's a jellyfish? Are we getting there? Maybe.
I tell you what it needs to convince you. I know exactly what is required here. Wait for it.
He's scram! Oh, that's amazing. Oh, the only thing he's missing is a tiny toupee.
He doesn't need a tiny toupee.
It's my nut jar. We got walnuts!
And you know what that means? We're making walnut hangers. Let's see how many of these we can shatter in the hole and twist. Trying to remember how I opened these.
Some might consider this overkill.
I consider it a necessary excuse. How did I used to do this? I did this without tools for many years. I've just forgotten. Stop screaming at me in the comments that I need to just use a nutcracker, because if I use a nutcracker, the shell will crack, which is not what I want. I want the shell to separate into two halves. Okay, there is a possibility I'm gonna go and have to watch my own tutorial on how I did this. Oh my god, it's an old video, it's 8 years old.
This toy is simple, easy to make, and suitable for both hamsters and rats.
Excuse me?
You'll need walnuts, nails, a hammer, scissors, wooden beads or washers, and string.
How high did your voice need to be? Ugh. Oh, the quality of this video. Scissors, alright, I got scissors, that's all I need to know. We don't need to watch the rest of the video, we can work it out from there. Scissors in the top, and you liar, it cracked the shell. Let's try it with a different one. Scissors in the soft spot, and twist, twist, twist. How did I do this before? Oh god, why is my enunciation like that? Stop, shut up, stop talking. Enough from you. Nobody needs to hear from you anymore. Why am I finding this so hard? Why is this complicated? It's not supposed to be complicated. Ah! Wait, we have progress with this one. Yes! Good old Victorinox, that's what we needed. 2 shells. Many more to go. Ooh, there's another easy one. See, I wasn't the problem was the nut. It was bad quality nut. The root of all life's problems. Success! It threads the walnut on the string. Ooh. Leg number 2. I'm failing at tying a knot into the hole, down the chute. Ooh. Wee. Da 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 da. Wee. Wow. Wing. I have 6 out of 8 legs. My deep sea desert spider is nearly complete. Shall we put your legs on, dear? Yes, I think we should. I think that's a great idea. Just hook them on, nice and easy. No pain. No legs. That's the motto I live by. Da-da, da-da-da-da-da. You make a lovely wind chime. So look, here's the deal. You're gonna be missing a leg on the back, but I've run out of walnuts, so there's nothing I can do about that, okay? You're gonna have to be patient. And for the very center, I have a big chunky toy. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's amazing. He's amazing! I will not be accepting criticism at this time. Nothing bad is to be said about this. This is a god. This is to be worshipped. This is amazing. This is trash, but amazing trash. You're beautiful. I love you. You're incredible. You're wonderful. Just carry on doing what you're doing. You're perfect. That's a little disturbing, but we can work with it. I genuinely can't wait to be able to use this. I'm so happy. Thank you to the person who dropped in jellyfish to the random word thing. This is so stupid. Ah! I spent exactly €2.50 to make this. All I had to do was buy a plastic container. I had everything else. That's a bargain. The only thing I regret not having is any blue colored bedding or tissue that I could put inside him and complete the image. And now you also possess the knowledge on how to make a wonderful / awful / awfully wonderful jellyfish pet toy. Did you need to know how to make one of these things? No. Did I need to know how to make one of these things? Absolutely not. Do I regret anything that's happened here? No chance. Ooh, there's a pigeon on the roof. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, all that usual stuff, and I will see you guys whenever I see you. Bye. I gotta jump in at the end because somebody's gonna be like, is it made of safe materials? No. Now, I intentionally make all of my pet supplies out of only the most dangerous materials because I don't want weak hamsters, all right? I want them to survive. I want them to be the strongest of the strong, so dangerous items only. Kind of pansy-ass hamsters am I raising? Crazy concept. But if your hamster shows too much interest in something that they shouldn't be chewing on, like plastic or fabric, they don't normally over-chew on them. But if they do, you actually can just remove that toy from their enclosure. Not sure if you know that, little hamster care hack there. You can just take things away from them if they become unsafe. Good to know. I may never give you to a hamster at all. I may just keep you for myself. You're so cute. You are. Why am I forming an emotional attachment to a plastic bowl? There's problems here. We won't go into them.